Hey, it's Andrew at Unlimited Singing Bowls, and we're going to do the healing video today with emotional healing set, our emotional 4-bowl healing set. This set is very yin oriented, has a lot of focus on healing the more sensitive parts for both men and women. And by that I mean your emotional bodies where it may have been injured or from trauma, that kind of stuff. It is very feminine oriented, and I'm sure in the hands of a woman healer, this will you'll bring whole other things to it that I can't bring to it. But I do know that this is a great set for healing the emotional body and places where you've been injured there. So let's take a little listen. A great thing for you to do now is kind of sit back in your chair or on your couch, in your bed, and just breathe. Take a moment and notice your breath. The act of noticing versus acting, just sitting back and being aware in itself is a yin direction. And close your eyes. And allow yourself to meditate, to tune into your intuition, your subconscious. The receptive side of you. Allow yourself to have that space. And acknowledge it. Say hello to it in any way you like to do. Don't judge it. If you notice judgments or annoyances or things taking you away from that attention, bring your attention back to yourself. And I want you to notice your body, your physical body. Say hello to it. And notice if, when you say hello to it, you have judgments toward it. It's in pain. It's not good enough. It didn't win that race. It didn't fit into that pair of jeans. It didn't make me happy here, there. And just let those judgments dissipate. Imagine them in a basket. Imagine there's a basket outside your aura, maybe 5 feet away, and let all those things that get in the way of you saying hello to your body go into that basket. They could be ugly, slithery things. They could be people's voices, faces, yourself even. And just allow that basket to explode, to disappear. You no longer need that. And then turn your attention back to your body and say hello to it. And imagine those spaces now full of a color of an energy you like. Pink, purple, gold, green, blue, orange. And now I want you to imagine your body connected to the center of the planet. From its first chakra, which is at the base of your spine, to the center of the planet, just an energy. You can imagine a tree trunk, you can imagine a tube, you can imagine a peppermint stick, whatever you like that's going to stick you from there, from your first chakra, the base of your spine, and go out about 2 feet around you to the center of the planet. It doesn't have to be perfect. Make it something you'd like, that amuses you. And allow that energetic connection to release things you don't want in your body and in your aura. Perhaps someone that was mean to you, or stress. Maybe something you picked up along the way, you healed somebody's problem. And now I want you to imagine, for right now in your mind's eye, something called an emotional body. It's a body kind of connected to your second chakra. Some people call it an etheric body. Perhaps you've heard that term. You can imagine it kind of looking like you do in your physical body, but it's just energy. Energetic version of you. But it kind of holds some of your emotional energy. And right now I want you to imagine grounding that too. Just imagine seeing that there in your mind's eye and connecting it to the center of the planet with a little bit lighter grounding cord perhaps. And I want you to say hello to your emotional body. I mean, now, emotions have all sorts of shapes and energies, but they're related to the body. So it may not be perfectly, you might say hello to an emotion in your emotional body and feel it somewhere else, but that's okay. It does not mean not fit right into the body. Just start saying hello to it. And I want you to notice, imagine you can see or feel one emotion in there that's not yours. Maybe you healed it from somebody. Or maybe it's an emotion that you don't necessarily like, that you're not happy with in your space. You might see it as dark color, you might see it as a person. And say hello to it. Don't fight it, don't wrestle with it, don't get into all the judgment about this. Maybe it was someone who you went on a date a few times and they ghosted you. Maybe it was a teacher who didn't like your creative work. Maybe it was your passive-aggressive mother. I don't, it doesn't matter. It's just an emotion for me right now that doesn't make you feel good. And just say hello to it. And what happens when you say hello? Do you notice it changes? Do you notice it gets closer to you or goes farther away? It's great though that you're just acknowledging it's not you. For fun, maybe even think how long, maybe ask it, how long have you thought it was you? And now that you notice it's not you, allow it to become in a manageable shape. Maybe have it turn into a flower or a ball or some object that's pretty neutral to you, and allow it to move outside of emotional body, outside of your aura, and say, hey, you're not me, and exploded. Just imagine the energy just will go neutral back to the person. You don't have to hurt that other person. You don't have to throw it back at them. You're just going, hey, I'm giving myself a healing and I don't need this energy anymore. And I want you to notice that space and give it a little healing. Fill it up with an emotional, fill it up with an energy. It doesn't have to be that you would like to experience in that space instead. So if you were feeling crappy, invalidated by that energy, maybe fill that space up with something that makes you feel good. Good job. Take a notice of that. Did your emotional body feel better? Does it look better? Is it happier? Let's do it one more time, but this time, find a part of you that's in your emotional body that was kind of sensitive. Like sensitive, let's say on an intuition level. Like part of your spiritual, your psychic sensitivity. Like maybe you had a vibe about somebody and they were like, I'm not that way, and they slammed you shut. Something when the very feminine, receptive, intuitive part of you in your emotional body was shut down. Be a man or a woman that's experiencing this. It could have been a man or a woman that shut it down. And as you're saying hello to it, forgive yourself for letting that happen. Forgive the other person. And see what happens as you say hello. I'm forgiving this experience. Sometimes you'll see when you just put forgiveness there, you don't even have to do anything. It just sort of dissolves that space. Were you a child and you saw something psychically and a grown-up around you said, that doesn't exist? We've all done that. Did you notice something about a friend who didn't want it noticed? And they threw some energy at you? Take a sec and just notice that. And as it comes out, see how your emotional body responds. Does it start to feel better, lighter? And validate that's part of you. Go, hey, I am a sensitive soul. I do have awarenesses of an emotional or intuitive nature. And notice your emotional body. Is it feeling brighter, lighter? Nice work. And let that brightness and lightness be communicated to your physical body too. And take a little moment and make a promise to yourself that you're find time to keep healing your more sensitive emotional spaces. And as you do that, as you start to get revitalized, you'll actually find you actually become stronger. Because if you can own your own emotions, then you don't get slammed around by other people's. okay. Take a second and just give yourself good thoughts. Thanks.